What's up, guys? So we are here with a Rust update, and as you know, this week there is no actual update being pushed, but they do still put out a dev blog, and they push turrets to the development branch. So if you want to check them out, go to Rust, right-click on it, Preferences, Betas, then Development, latest from the branch, blah blah. And then once it's updated, you can go ahead and join one of the development servers and play around with the turrets. But we're going to do a little video special here on a few of the highlights and check it out. So we do have jack-o'-lanterns. They were added last week. I didn't really cover them because I didn't feel like they needed an entire video. But they're pretty cool. There's the small frowny ones, the big happy ones. And if you go ahead and get a regular pumpkin and you stick it on your head, it turns into a big lit up jack-o'-lantern, which is pretty cool. Let's go in third person. There we go. I'm a pumpkin face. Oh yeah, and if you go into the other weird, really weird third person or first person ish thing, it does that. Anywho, basically this is the turret here. It is automated, it moves around, does not require electricity as of right now. So we can just assume it's running off of like a battery, I guess. Don't know if this version will require electricity eventually or not. Right now they are not repairable. They start with 500 health. They will be repairable. They just haven't finished that yet. Now as you can see, the main components here, you've got a little camera. It's got like a little protective thing around it, and it then kind of rotates on this drum. It does require an AK to build. As you can see, it uses an AK. Now, these were meant to be upgradable in the sense that that was their end goal, so I don't know if they're still going to do that. If they are, why didn't they just do it from the beginning? I don't know. Maybe there's a whole upgrade system they still haven't finished. So we will have to see what they're doing there. But yeah, I've set some up basically around a base. Just a little armored base here. And we've got them set up. And I've got them set up in a way where, boom, you get shot when you come in here. If the raider were to attack, or let's say think, oh, what's behind this door? We're going to blow into this door. Well, there could be a turret waiting for them. The thing is, we're going to test and see if C4 kills that turret or not. Again, you can stick them right next to stairwell. I mean, it's almost perfectly made for that. That's pretty cool. My other question is that turret going to be able to shoot you? Most likely, no. They're just not quite tall enough. But that's okay. Same thing, can this one shoot outside? I doubt it. We'll have to see. I've set up some beds here. So, basically, before we go into that, let's go ahead and take a look at what they cost to craft. So, they are underneath traps, okay? And they're going to run you a targeting computer, a CCTV camera, an assault rifle, and 50 HQ metal. So we've got the camera here and the targeting computer. These cannot be crafted. They must be found. As I had hoped, it's not limited to just the helicopter. Now, the helicopter seems to be the easiest way to get this equipment, but airdrops also have a chance of dropping them. So there you go. That's a little more balanced, as I had hoped they would do. A lot of people are like, oh, the helicopter, it's going to be so hard because a single person can't take it down. Well, you can, with some luck and lots of med packs. But the point is that, yeah, that wasn't easy, and there should be kind of a randomness to it. So I'm happy that the airdrops add it. Hopefully later on when they add a different kind of thing, you'll be able to get the cameras and stuff from something else. So basically, there it is, and it takes 120 seconds to craft one turret. Now, let's go ahead and just spawn one, because that's going to take a bit. And we're going to go ahead and show placement. So when you place these turrets, you have to place them facing you. Okay, so it's looking at you. So if you're like, oh, I'm going to position it here and it's going to shoot out that way, no, not going to work. You're going to have to position it this way, and then it will go out that way. Now, you instantly have the choice to authorize on it or open it. Okay, so you can fill it with ammo. It has 6 slots, even though it looks like it has 12. You cannot. You can't use these down here. Okay, that's why they're kind of grayed out. So now we're authorized. Now we can turn on. Does a little doot, and it starts its thing, right? Now, if you sneak up behind one, I placed that poorly. Let's see. Behind one here, we can turn it off. And now you have the option to clear authorization list or turn it on or open it. So if we clear the authorization list, now I have a chance to authorize on it, and I can now do whatever I want with it. Keep in mind, you can only access them from behind to make changes. So if someone changes your turret and clears you from it, you're going to have to creep up behind it, otherwise it's going to mow you down. So that's kind of the things there. So you are able to sneak up on them. They have about 20 to 30 meter distance they can shoot. They've got a 180 degree radius, so you can, you know, sneak up behind them. And they are kind of squishy. They aren't as good as you'd imagine. So having this many turrets outside sure could chew up some people, but from far away you can take them out with a bolt action, or rocket, or, you know, well-placed AK shots. So ideally they're going to be in your house where someone just turns a corner and they're mowed down. And every time they try to get in there, the only way they're going to get through is with explosives or something. So that's kind of the idea there. The other big thing they added is you can now throw your rock. And it does do a little bit of damage, nothing special. But yeah, you can toss it, pick it back up. Works pretty much just like any other throwable you'd imagine. So this is something people asked for, and they gave it to us. So it's a kind of fun little thing. I can't wait to bash people's skulls in with it. It's going to be fun. But I think what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and I am going to cut for a moment, and I'm going to very carefully in God mode deauthorize myself on all of these turrets but power them back on. And we're going to just show how easily they can mow someone down, and then we're going to show different ways to take them down. Okay, so we are back with this. So as you can see, I'm approaching up on here. They still can't target me, and now they're just starting to. So that's about the distance there, and you can see they kind of spray wildly. Did we run out of ammo? No, okay. So that's interesting. It didn't really notice me because of the hut. So that's about the range right there. So we're going to go ahead and turn God mode off here and see what we can do. And you can see they take your health down pretty quickly. So, you know, they can do quite a bit of damage to someone just kind of standing around. So you're going to have to be really smart about taking them out. But, you know, I can stand here from this tree. Oh. Stand here from the tree and pretty much just, you know, shoot at them without any repercussions. We can even walk up. Hit them with a couple of rockets here. Rocket does have a new kind of animation, which is neat. Oh, looks like we need a few more rockets here. Now, I just may not be hitting them directly, which is why they aren't going down, so I'm not sure. Let's take a look-see here. Maybe they're not susceptible to rockets right now. They haven't programmed that, because I've taken them down with quite less than clip of AK. Yeah, so... And there you go. So we got one down. So we're actually being clipped pretty well there. Now we're out of its range again. So, obviously that rock did not make a very good protection. But you can still hit him from here, so... You know, with a team of people, this won't take as long. So there you go, turret's down again. So we're going to go back into God mode, and we're going to go ahead and check out a few things, how explosive damage works with them. So we're going to go ahead and pop on up here. And just proof of concept, you know, if you do get behind it. So this would be considered behind it. It's shooting at me. Shooting at me. I can't do anything about it. Once it runs out of ammo, it seems to be staying. So this is interesting. It seems once you've been deauthorized, right now you cannot reauthorize yourself. I can deauthorize myself from a turret, but it is not giving me an option. And we're snuck up behind it to do anything other than check its ammo. Now that does mean we can go ahead, sneak up on it, pull its ammo out. But that's about it. So it looks like that's bugged right now. Anyways, we're gonna pop in here. And see, this is just gonna treat you now. Ran out of a clip there. I mean, I would have been long dead. We're talking if the entire crew just ran in. I mean, so this is definitely going to help with protecting against offline raiders. Okay, this is going to be pretty good. And as you can see, they got quite a bit of an angle on them. We close the door, however, though, it's not going to keep shooting us. Now, what I want to test here is, let's see, it's going to take 2 C4 to take this door down. Will that turret survive through the 2 C4 explosions? And it did, with full health. Now, C4 itself will kill the turret. But that's a really nice way to set up a nasty little trap. I feel like for once we have like a legitimate trap to work with. Now, we were wondering about what was up with the rockets. And how come they weren't really doing anything. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot a rocket in here. Does no damage to it head on. Let's actually hit the turret directly, just to make sure, so we can confirm this. Rockets do not damage the turrets as of right now, so that is obviously a bug as well. But yeah, guys, that is the basic of these little guys. They're really cool. I'm excited to see. Let's go ahead and see how much damage one bolt shot does. So this guy's at 500 of 500. So it did 20 damage. So it's going to take you a while with the bolt action to take it down. So we're at 460. 445, 30, 15. So it's not too bad. You can do some decent damage to it. Also, the other thing, unless they change this, none of the parts can be picked back up from the broken turret. It's gone once it's done. So that means if someone, you know, there's that risk. I mean, they're expensive to get. You've got to get all this stuff for it. But then someone blows up all your turrets. Well, you know, maybe you killed them a few times. It helped. Maybe you deterred them after the 4th one. They're like, we're done. But they're going to be expensive to replace. So, you know, keep that in mind. At least it is going to be fair to where everyone can get them. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this kind of preview on the turrets and how they are so far. I'm definitely excited to see them get in game. Do keep in mind they're still planning a 50 caliber turret, and they have talked about mounting like an AK or the 50 cal or something and user operating it. So that would be pretty cool. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Leave me a like, let me know what you think about the turrets down below, and we'll see you next time.